Aloha and welcome back to Bedecked. I am the author stylist, Rebecca N. Bryan, but you can call me Beck. Today we have a Hawaiian themed episode. I just got back from an amazing vacation in Hawaii. So for this week's book, I wanted to do not only a Hawaii themed book, but a book that took place on Maui, which is where I spent the first half of my vacation. So today I am talking a little bit about The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. We're actually two people, Christina Hobbs and Lauren Billings. This is an enemies to lovers romance. The basic premise is Olive is the maid of honor for her sister Amy's wedding. And unfortunately, circumstances happen that makes it so Amy and her new husband are not able to go on their honeymoon. So that it doesn't go to waste, Olive goes with best man Ethan, who she can't stand and who can't stand her. But they're gonna make the best of it because they're in paradise on this paid for vacation. So of course, wackiness ensues. And in the end, they do fall in love. What I loved about this book, besides the fact that it was taking place where I was on vacation, which was awesome, super fun to read about. But the cool thing I really liked about this book was the conflict and how it resolved. I find a lot of times in romances, or in fiction in general, but especially in the romance genre, the conflict is usually something that can be resolved by just talking to each other. It's usually a misunderstanding that if the main characters would take 5 minutes to talk to each other, it would be resolved. And that's kind of frustrating to read. It's not my favorite, let's just say it's not my favorite trope. This, however, is a legitimate conflict. You can see both sides, you know, it's an actual thing that they need to overcome to be together. And I love how it resolved itself. So I would absolutely 100% recommend The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. I was going to do, like I sometimes do, I was going to do this whole in-person shopping challenge. I had big plans. I know the place we were staying in Maui in the city, Lahaina, was a short walk from this amazing shopping center called Whalers Village. So I'm like, perfect. I got my recording stuff out, had my husband with me. We were gonna go hit the village to do some shopping. And I realized I did not have the right adapter for my wireless microphone. It was still attached to this microphone at home. So of course I was not able to do any recording there without having really bad sound, and we were both really tired that day anyway. So I did take pictures of some stuff I bought. I do have footage of like us entering Whalers Village, which I'll show. I was super excited to walk down there because they have a Lululemon, which I did not stop in. They had a Lily Pulitzer. I packed one a Lily dress. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy a second one. So we did stop in there. That was the first place we stopped, I think. And I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything. I was so glad I stopped in though, because these fitting rooms are gorgeous. I wanted to live in these fitting rooms. I did try on one dress, which I'll show you. But I think at the time, I mean, I was shopping with my husband, and I think I was asking his opinion. He had one idea of the style he wanted for me. Probably it was very similar to things I already had. That was the things he was gravitating to. And I wanted something different from what I already had. So I only tried on that one dress and he liked it. I didn't really. So I wasn't going to spend it. I wasn't going to spend the money on something I was just, lukewarm about. I did go into this really cute boutique. I'll try to find the name of it. Hopefully I can find the name of it. Anyway, so I went into this one boutique, and this was the day we were very tired. So I think we just stopped into 2 stores, but I found lots of cool stuff there. On a previous episode, I mentioned how sets are very popular now. There were quite a few matching sets. Like there was like shorts and this really cute kind of crop top that tied in the front. So that was tempting. I almost got the top with something else. The one I did get, I got a maxi skirt there, and this one had like a elastic crop top that was in a matching fabric. So it was kind of like this on the top, but it was like a tube top and then it was elastic on the bottom too. So basically one rectangle of fabric with elastic on it. I didn't like so much how the top looked, so I wore it with my crop top that you saw in my packing video, but it worked out great. The bag I'm wearing in this video, I actually found at the craft fair at the hotel that we were staying at, which was the Sheraton. I also want to mention swimsuits. You saw a couple, no, you only saw one of the swimsuits I wore, but I wanted to highlight one of the swimsuits I packed and wore to Hawaii because it's by a local independent fashion designer, and the line is called Swoon Swimwear. It's by a woman named Christy, who I used to work with way back in the day, like 3 jobs ago. We worked together briefly, and I've kind of followed her fashion career ever since, and she makes really cute swimsuits, and my goal for the trip was to fit into one of these because I think her swimsuits fit through about like extra small to like a size 12, like on the high end for the extra large. So it was gonna be close. So anyway, I just wanted to highlight the Swoon swimwear I wore to Hawaii. I was really excited. Christy was really helpful. I picked out a different top first, which didn't fit right, didn't look that great on me. So switched out for this top. I was super happy with it. My husband loved it. So yeah, great customer service, really cute swimsuits, and this one's reversible too. So you get 2 swimsuits in one. I think most of them are on the website. That's not sponsored, by the way. I paid for my swimsuit, but I wanted to highlight Christy and the great work she's doing. So from Maui, we went to Lanai. Lanai was like a dream come true. It was gorgeous. We stayed at the Four Seasons, and in there, they have an amazing clothing boutique. So the second I walked into the lobby, I'm like, I am hitting that place, and I'm hitting it hard later. And I did. I tried on a bunch of stuff. This top is from the boutique there. This one is not a Hawaiian designer. This is made in India. So I got a dress there that is also by the same designer, Elon. But 2 of the dresses I tried on were from a Hawaiian designer called Manaola. So I wanted to feature those 2 because they were super amazing. They were just a little not what I was looking for. This red one's really pretty. I didn't know it was a high-low when I picked it up. The thing that made me not want it quite is that it was up with the free kind of straight waistline. I would have really needed the waist cinched in for me to really want to spend the money on that. I loved the drama of this long sleeved one. It was amazing. For the money, I don't know where I would have worn it. This dress is amazing. It made me feel very fancy, but it wasn't super practical. I also tried on a swimsuit cover-up. I saw a lot of women wearing swimsuit cover-ups similar to this, and I thought they just looked so classy. So I love a shirt dress kind of like this for a swimsuit cover-up, and everyone, seriously everyone, was wearing like the Panama style straw hats. We bought my husband one, but like all the women were wearing them for their sun hats this year. If you want to be really in style and of the moment right now, get a swimsuit cover up like this and pair it with a straw Panama hat. Good to go. So those were some of the shopping highlights I had in both Maui and Lanai. I also got to do a little styling when I was there, which was a lot of fun. One of the women we were traveling with was walking around the boutique, you know, trying to figure out what to buy, and she had a whole stack of clothes that she had picked out, you know, varying price points, and some of the things she liked, but they had designer stuff in there too. So it was like, some of it was like boutique pricing, like $50 to $100 to maybe $200, which, you know, is a lot, but you can justify it. Some of the stuff was $500 to $700 or more dollars. So unless it's like perfection incarnate, most of us aren't going to want to spend that much. But she did try on the most amazing pair of linen wide leg pants, but they were way out of her price range, our price range, anyone's price range that I know. So she was just feeling lukewarm about everything she tried on. You know, she'd come out and show me, and I'm like, you know what? I found a dress I want you to try on, let me go get it. She's about 6 feet tall, and this was like a pink floral, maybe brush stroke kind of pattern slip dress with a slit to the thigh. So it was like midi to maxi length and then slit to the thigh. It looked great on her, it was affordable, and it ended up being the only thing she bought at the boutique. So that was really fun to help someone else shop. I look forward to doing more of that, hopefully for some of you. I hope you got some ideas for some fashion you can wear this summer. And definitely, if you're into romantic comedies and a great beach read, definitely check out The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. Mahalo! Thank you so much for watching this episode of Bedecked. I hope you'll tune in next week to see what topic or book I decide to deck out next. Aloha!